7.
I remember a time way back when. See, that's backing up.
That scared the hell out of me.
I'd be your backing up because I couldn't find the harp to remember. But I remember way back when I had a girlfriend named Audrey, and she and I were both having these toured affairs at the same time. We were both married, and we'd call each other and be like, oh, my God. We'd tell each other about our little sex lives and all this crap. And, it was wild and crazy life. It was just out of control. So I'm just now on the phone with her, and she's telling me, oh, good boy, you just pooped on the potty.
And she's talking to a grown-up.
Yeah. Audrey, how our lives have changed.
That was my life then.
Well, wait a second. Your lives used to be wild and talking about your sex life and blah, 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 and now she's got somebody pooping on the potty. Right. How has your life changed? You're still insane.
No, but it's not nearly as crazy as it once was. Are you kidding? Having an affair and doing all that?
Having an affair, and between she was picking up the boys from basketball or soccer or baseball.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. It was quite the life. It was very interesting. Mm-hmm. We'll stick with that. But Audrey, I know that you called because Danny had the same problem about his kid biting. What did we figure out? I forgot on that show.
Actually, a lot of people, the most common thing that people called about was bite him back.
No.
And it's you can't do it. You'll end up in jail.
Yeah, that seems weird.
All we did was we wouldn't let him, he wanted to go back to preschool. So we wouldn't let him go a few times till he, said out loud he promises not to bite. So if your kid hates school, I don't know what to tell you because that's what worked for us.
Can't you do that thing like when he bites, you put soap in his mouth? But that really bad kind that like poisons him?
Well, he's still got all his baby teeth, right?
Like lye soap?
So new teeth are going to come in.
So knock his teeth out?
Take his teeth out. He's going to get new ones.
Get little baby dentures.
Somebody said to put a serrano pepper on his tongue.
Oh, that seems mean.
That is really mean.
Yeah.
I just said have all his teeth removed and a pepper's mean.
Yeah. It's the problem is he can't figure out, I don't think at 2, the consequences. And, he knows because you can't do it quick enough.
Dip the other children in pepper sauce. And then when he bites them, he'll get that and he'll understand that people taste bad.
I think I'm going to go with the soap thing.
Okay.
See, and he's got issues. Like right now, he has on sunglasses and a purse over his shoulder, and he's walking around with no diaper on. So right there, it's more than just biting. Help me.
Well, he is in a home with 2 girls.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have like G.I. Joes to play with our army men.
And Dante is now going through a naked phase. I think they go through the naked phase.
Oh, I think she was worried about the
sunglasses and the purse concerns me.
Yeah. But what else does he have? He doesn't have a dad.
Oh.
And if he did, he'd just play with the empty beer bottles.
You're harsh to your friends.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest about her ex-husband.
I know,
he's
but
a total alcoholic. Remember, he's the one that if it's not sucking, he hid the bottles in the vacuum cleaner bag.
Believe me, I remember because I thought, hey, not a bad spot.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Just throw them away.
Can I help you guys?
Well, you know what? Somebody has the answer. We'll get it for you.
We'll find you the answer.
I'll call you later.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so 1-877-487-9999. Just real quick, if anybody had like any luck at all.
Right.
Any luck. 1-877-487-9999. And then we'll move on because Stench has some sad news about Average Joe.
Yeah, I heard the man's mortified.
Also breaking nose in is it Mirada? M-I-R? La Mirada? Yeah, it looks like an apartment's on fire. There was 4 cops in front of an apartment complex in my area where I live.
Yeah.
And I think that they should have signs up like robbery in progress or domestic violence or something because I wanted to stop.
7.
So what's on fire? Do we know?
La Mirada.
My loins.
Oh, Jesus.
That was random.
I am so PMSing, so you are not going to make me happy today.
I'm wrong.
Oh, she has PMS. I have a fever. Long day, boys and girls.
You're just going to shoot me over the edge.
I have candy for you.
Hey, Jack, can you turn up the KTLA?
From at the top, they've got a foam mixture spraying from some of these hook and ladder trucks, but a very dangerous situation for firefighters as we've seen the roof collapse. But they have been inside. Looks like most of their attack now remains just with the hook and ladder trucks and from the outside. I believe they really pulled all the firefighters from the inside. It's collapsing in the middle and was just kind of dealing with this one particular stubborn part of the fire, which is on the east side of the building, east front side of the building. This structure faces to the north here, right on Rosecrans.
There it is.
Surprisingly enough, though, they have continued to allow Valley View Boulevard to remain open. That is the north and southbound surface street here. This is just to the west of that intersection. But lots of it.
Anyway, all right. I guess it's not an apartment. It's just a structure.
Yeah.
Structure fire. Just a structure.
But an apartment is a structure.
Well, you know what? You are damn right.
Because I still don't know what it is.
All right. So Audrey-tism continues, of course. And so if any of you have things that actually worked with the biting, we'll just take them real quick because we've done this show. And I just don't remember the outcome because I was just going to call her and say, oh, yeah, Danny's kid had that happen. And here's what we decided.
Right.
Well, I don't know what we decided.
I kept him out of school until he promised not to bite. Yeah. It's kind of underwhelming.
Here is... Oh, hell, Jack, why didn't you remind me?
Yeah.
This is your fault.
The first call of the day with Jamie and Danny.
Danny!
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting. Look at the ticket, let's see your seatbelt fasten. From rattling like 2 minutes in the back.
No, you don't.
Speaker box vibrates and tag, make it sound like aluminum cans in a bag.
808. Move. I like the way you move.
Scooby Dooby Dooby. Oh yeah! Whoa. No.
Running it. Come on. Jolene. I begged you, please don't take my man. Sorry.
That's all right.
I gave Danny a new country song he likes.
Oh, it's great. God, I love this bar.
I love this bar.
That's a great song.
It is a good song. Rock on.
Woo!
I'm sorry, what? He's so mad.
Why is he mad? Oh, yeah.
He's so
I'm
mad.
sorry for you.
It makes me laugh because I have PMS. It makes me laugh.
I was screwed. Yeah. Big time.
Uh-huh. I don't know if any of you have satellite television, but last night it sounded just like my cat having hairballs.
Right.
It was going...
Your TV was?
Yeah, and I was going, Clifford, where are you? Because I was trying to get the hairball before it went on like a nice sweater or something.
Sure.
And I went around, my TV was frozen. The satellite feed had frozen.
It happens every time it rains really bad. For a long time, my satellite gets glitchy. And last night it glitched.
With it.
Yeah.
It glitched. I'm not kidding. I'm watching Average Joe, and it's the first limo's pulling into the hangar. She's about to pick the guy. Beak! Acquiring signal. Gone.
Really?
I missed the whole rest of the episode.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
I'm screwed. I ran around asking people what happened.
I had my satellite go out in the middle of a fight and refuse to pay.
Well, you pay for a fight. I didn't pay for Average Joe. It's
true.
free like
It's
this
just a
show.
monthly.
No, it's not. It comes to you over your satellite, what you pay for. Call them up and tell them you're not paying. I dare you.
No, I think I'm fine. I think I'll just pay. Hope the rain goes away, and next time it's on, I can just watch it.
I don't think you care about Average Joe as much as you claim.
I don't understand. You know, in Colorado, we could have a blizzard and still everybody be okay. Here, it rains. We have satellite TV go out, and Glendale had like a blackout.
Yeah.
We
can put a man on the moon, but Stench can't watch Average Joe.
Yeah, you got to change up and go to that thing on Mars.
Yeah. We can find water on Mars.
Yeah, but putting a machine on Mars does not sound as groovy as we can put a man on the moon.
Yeah, because it's new, okay?
No. No, guys walking around picking up rocks way cooler than a machine.
But been done over and over. I'm tired.
It never really happened. It was on a set.
Stop.
It was fake.
All right, let's get our Audrey-tism
They landed
issue.
on the grassy knoll.
Audrey-tism issue for today solved. Oh,
okay.
For today.
Yeah, right.
All right, Kevin, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, we're good. How are you?
You guys rule.
We rule! By the way, you're the first call of the day. Hey, I think this might require you.
Yeah, do I win the trigasm?
Oh, would you like a trigasm?
You can get him at JamieWright.com.
I know, that's a little scary. Anyway, what can we do for you there, Kevin?
Yeah, I got a solution for you for Audrey-tism.
Okay.
It is taking to Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Oh. Yeah, Dr. Phil just done a thing on a kid that was biting yesterday, but, I don't remember what they did. I think they held the kid down or something.
Why were you watching Dr. Phil yesterday?
That's where I get my parental guidance from.
I mean, do you work?
Yeah, I work 16 hours a day.
Damn.
Damn. So you put in an hour, Dr. Phil, there's 17 hours.
And plus the kids, that's about 22 hours.
Wow.
When do you sleep, man?
I don't.
All right.
When does Kevin ever have time for Kevin?
You need to take a swim in Lake
There's no Kevin time, man.
There is no Kevin time.
You got to make some Kevin time.
That's right. It's important, because a lot of people think that when they're just giving and giving and giving, that's all they can do for their kids. But they don't realize it's important to also take care of yourself for your children.
Well, I think when I actually lose it, I could just blame it on working too much and my kids, see.
So when you, open fire from a bridge or something?
Yeah, something like that. Just start shooting up something.
Well, it's weird because we have Dr. Feel in the hizzy. I'm sure you can find him.
Go look real quick. See if he's around.
You know what? I had to laugh because they had the Sesame Street characters on Dr. Phil, and one of the Sesame Street characters was dressed like Dr. Phil, and they called him Dr. Feel. And I thought, they ripped that off.
No, I've seen. I saw Dr. Feel on Saturday Night Live or something too.
The puppet?
No, they did a bit and called him Dr. Feel.
I think that just means the real Dr. Phil could be litigious.
Is that what that means?
Yes.
No, what's funny is I was thinking instead of putting baby Luke down, maybe we should put the mom down.
Oh, that's totally that kid's problem.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is the kid, for some reason sees Audrey actually bite everyone's head off all the time, anytime anything happens. So he's just kind of enacting what he sees his mother do.
He's taking the metaphoric biting and turning it into tangible biting.
And now we just need to put him up for adoption and get him a good mom and get rid of the dad, and this kid's going to be fine.
All right, there you go.
Yay, Andrea, hi.
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 How's everybody doing?
We're good. What can we do for you?
I was calling about the biting. My brother has a 3-year-old daughter. The other day he got back from the grocery store and was putting away the groceries, and she bit the back of his leg, and his first instinct, he turned around and smacked her in the head with a piece of sausage.
So is that your advice for Audrey? Hit Luke with a sausage?
The kid never bit again.
What kind of sausage?
Summer.
I had a polar sausage, I guess. He said
you know what this requires?
A beef log!
Yes, it does.
Ready? Go!
Beef log. What a treat! A hefty hunk of processed meat dipped in mustard. Oh, what joy! You can beat your baby boy.
Yay! Because we're just talking about something that happened in the news yesterday. Because it's bad enough he's a senior citizen almost. What we're talking about is yesterday at a Bank of America in was it
South Central?
Was it? Yeah.
It's a bad place for a bank.
Well, yesterday, these two guys in an armored car were, they were coming out of the bank with the bags, and 6 guys just unloaded their weapons on this old guy, 61 years old. He'd been working for the armored car services, whatever, for 18 years. They said he's getting ready to retire. Oh. And he's one of those good guys, you know? But what I think is amazing, I don't know if you guys saw this, what his partner did. Did you see that?
I actually did not hear the story until you started telling me this morning.
So he's shot, right? He's going to die.
For sure, right.
His partner, he falls into the truck or something like that.
I heard the report that he grabbed him and pulled him into the truck.
Did he? Okay. So he takes off in the armored car, right? Because they're still shooting at him. He flies as fast as he can because, he's freaking out.
Yeah,
He runs into another car. And that person's just slightly injured, thank God, and drives him to a hospital. And he dies. Wow. I know. Isn't that amazing?
Did the bank robbers get the money?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
I thought they got his bag.
They didn't get a dime.
So he got the bag and the body and pulled it in the car?
That's what I heard. They didn't get a dime.
Wow.
Yeah. They called it botched.
I saw the thing where they said they shot so many rounds at this guy that it's amazing that nobody else was hit.
Yeah.
I mean, they just unloaded 6 guys.
So they're looking for a white van with some kind of markings, and they're not sure what kind.
I saw that today.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when we were?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the snipers. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Every car of their brother was getting pulled over.
And then they ended up being in like a blue Chevette or something.
Yeah. With that weird sniper rifle hole.
Yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, that is... All right. Well, moving along, we have the biting controversy. We also have Average Joe. It was stupid.
It's always stupid.
I was almost killed by a treadmill. That was stupid. I'll explain in a minute. And
was it on?
No.
It's even better.
Yeah. A treadmill that isn't on shouldn't kill you. You should not be killed by any inanimate objects in your house.
I was almost killed. It was bad. I was scared. Then that was one of those times when I'm like, I so need a man in my life because I do that thing I always tell you is like, how long will I rot before they notice?
Clifford will eat you.
No, he's pretty well fed.
Not if you're dead.
Yeah, but I give him like 2 weeks.
And you think somebody noticed you're missing before 2 weeks?
Oh, no. I meant before my cat started like nibbling on me.
Yeah.
No, I'd figure like,
9:30 the next morning, we'd send an intern.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like, what happened to Jamie? She's not answering the phone. Send an intern.
No, with a microphone, hey, you're sleeping in, something wacky like that.
She's dead on the floor.
All right, thump her dead body with the microphone. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Go through her stuff.
Oh my God, I almost so died, and I was like, I need a man, and then I was like, I will not be a slave to a man. Anyway. Here is Bridget. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
I just wanted to tell Danny that my brother actually got expelled from his school when he was 2.
That's something to be proud of, I think.
Right there. There's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or a bumper sticker.
Yeah, my kid just beat the crap out of your honor student.
And my kid got expelled.
Yeah. Well, what happened was my uncle was with us, and he gave all the other kids purple nipples.
He what?
Yeah.
He gave the other kids titty twisters.
Oh, that's not good.
At 2?
Yeah.
Well, somebody taught him that. That's learned.
Yeah, who taught him that there, Bridget?
My uncles.
Oh, right.
Yeah, everybody's got the creepy uncle.
Oh, yeah. And then when he got wind off his bottle, he started to throw all the other baby bottles over the fence.
Oh, well, that kid is just going to be... Actually, you should get together with Luke. They
Yeah.
should start a little 2-year-old gang.
Yeah, handcuff that kid.
Here's Ellie. Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
Hi.
I was calling about Average Joe because I heard you guys didn't see the ending.
Yeah, just hold on 1 second. We'll get to you. Here's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hello?
Hello, it's Shelley.
Sure it is.
I'm sorry,
What's
Shelley.
up, Shelley?
Well, I used to take care of another little boy when my son was small, and he kept biting my son. And one day I caught him in the act of biting, and spanking him hadn't worked, timeouts hadn't worked, biting him back didn't work. So I took a little bit of Tabasco sauce and put it on his tongue right after he had done it. I was so upset, and he never bit again.
Wow.
That's what my parents used to do for dirty language, and then I just adapted to it and didn't care much. You know the Tabasco sauce? We used to do a tablespoon of Tabasco sauce if we talked dirty. I just got used to it.
Yeah, but not at 2. You were probably older then.
No, all I had to do was show him the bottle if he ever started to get out of line, and he was like, no. So it worked.
Wow.
And it didn't
torture with
kill
the
him.
Tabasco.
It didn't kill him, and it didn't hurt him for very long anyway.
7.
Stench, tell the people about how exciting it is what the IRS is doing for you.
The IRS is going to let fat people deduct their stomach staplings and stuff.
Yeah, and all sorts of stuff.
You can even deduct like a nutritionist or any kind, if your doctor determined that you needed this because you were obese. And it's like anything over 7.5% of your gross net.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you make like $50,000 a year, you could spend up to, if you spend over $3,700 on fat pills or stomach stapling or anything like that, you can deduct it.
Because what college did you go to?
I went to this college, the mathematics college.
Math college.
Math
That's
college.
right. Math college rocks.
Thank you.
Yeah, so maybe I'll get morbidly obese, so I just have another tax deduction.
See? Works for me.
I like it. I do like it. Yes, indeedy do. Hey, today is Super Tuesday.
Yep. So we can watch Carrie win everywhere again.
Super Tuesday. Also, there's some kind of initiative that Schwarzenegger has been pushing. I don't know.
The bonds.
Well, yeah, that
bonds
one.
to bail out California?
Yeah, that one, and there's that other one where they can just all of a sudden decide that they're going to pass something.
They can all of a sudden raise taxes.
Yeah, well, that's one.
With a fewer margin of the vote.
That's Proposition 56?
Yeah.
56 or 7.
Yeah. It used to be 3/4 and they wanted to go lower or something.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, all right, so that's going on today, and there's just a whole buttload of stuff happening over there in that Haitian.
Yeah, Iraq and Haiti are big doings.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe we shouldn't put the army there. I mean, it's too late; they're there. But I was thinking maybe like they can all just fight within themselves, and then just have their own little thing going on.
I kind of agree with you in a weird way. It's like kind of none of our business, but the human suffering going on over there. There's just...
They all look happy.
That's crap. They don't care about human suffering.
And if you look
at... We care about human suffering.
We don't care. We care about, like, the Middle East. We don't want, like, a little Saddam down there. That's the only reason we're taking care of business down there right now.
The only thing I like about Jesse Jackson, by the way... The only thing is that if you aren't guilty or if you maybe didn't do, maybe you were kidnapped, he's the only guy that'll stand by your side.
Yeah, when this guy says I was kidnapped, some guy came in, grabbed me, and put me on a plane, and now I'm in South Africa. What up?
Yeah, because
Jesse
everybody else
Jackson
is like,
will listen.
Yeah, because everybody else is like, I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
You know what? It's so crazy that, I mean, even if we did it, I would never believe him.
I know.
If we just went and grabbed this poor bastard and threw him over into South Africa and said, you know what? You're not in charge of your country anymore.
And I don't like Jesse Jackson, but I will give him kudos for if I happen to be the president and by the way, that's how it would go if I was the president of Haiti. If I was and they, took me out of the country on a luxury liner, I'd enjoy myself, and I wouldn't complain. And
free cocktails right there.
Hello. Forget the peanuts. And then Jesse stood by my side and be like, hey, you know what, Jess? I said some bad things about you earlier, but you're my guy.
But Jesse isn't backing up his claim that he was kidnapped.
Yes,
he's just willing to listen.
No, he said he believes him.
He did?
Yep.
Last time on CNN this morning, he said he was willing to listen.
He said, I believe him. Yep, that's
good
what
old
he said.
Jesse.
Yeah, I know. I believe him. He has no reason to lie. Yes, he does if he wants to go back.
Plus, he was like the most corrupt guy.
Yeah, he did bad things.
Yeah, he was a big liarhead.
Yeah. Hello?
President Liarhead. That's what they called him.
So anyway, the president of Haiti is saying that we put him on the nice little plane and flew him out of there, and he was kidnapped. Whatever.
Well, he wasn't going to have a very good time if he stayed.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, you know what? Here's the deal. We'll fly you back. We'll parachute your ass back in there.
Just drop you in the middle of your own country. You're the president.
Good luck. You want that? We'll do it. Bastards. Anyway, so I was thinking that maybe they just fight amongst themselves and and because I understand what you're saying about human suffering, but the images that we see, they're all smiling and going woohoo.
The images I saw this morning were hacking each other with machetes.
Oh, that was his supporters. They're getting rid of those last stragglers.
But the other thing is, they're jumping onto boats like crazy, and they're going to end up on our shores in Florida.
Oh, we'll sink them.
We have fish.
Thank you, Stan.
We care so much about the human suffering, we'll send their asses right back.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Go back.
But, I mean,
remember the greatest story of all immigrants was that little kid from Cuba?
Yeah. What was his name?
Oh, man.
Ilian
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
They went in there with 80 machine guns. Yeah.
Janet Reno was in some crap. Everybody's mad at her.
Janet Reno always looks like she's firing a machine gun, too.
Oh, my God. Well, the way they went in. SWAT.
Kid's 12, guys.
I know. How old is he now? But then he was 6.
Dangerous little Cuban.
Yeah. It's a subversive country.
All right. Anyway, so that's, wow, we did some politics. That was amazing.
It was.
But you know what? We'll go back to who we really are, and that's with Ellie about Average Joe.
Okay, good. Yeah. I don't want Average Joes landing on the shores of America.
Yeah, rock on. Hi, Ellie.
Hi.
Hi.
What can we do for
I'm
you?
just calling because of the stupid ending to Average Joe.
What happened?
What happened was...
They made this big deal that they were going to reveal a secret. My husband thought she was going to say she was a man or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've had that secret.
No. She told him her ex-boyfriend was Fabio, and he freaked out and left her.
Okay, you're doing this anticlimactically, without enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. Okay, Stench didn't see it, but Monica,
Monica!
Tell the people in Spanish, and I will translate.
Okay.
Oh. Wow, she had to run.
And we have a clip of
You
it.
can go over there. Wow, Jack, you've never used that microphone. It'll be scary.
What are you doing?
Whoa. we'll see how this one works.
You put me in a corner.
I know. So tell the people in your native tongue.
It was awesome.
That is not your native tongue.
Oh, my native tongue, excuse me, por favor. Perdóneme.
All right, go ahead.
Estuvo bien bueno el programa de Average Joe anoche porque primero Larissa le dijo, escogió el más guapo. Se lo llevó al más guapo.
¡Más guapo!
Ya, se lo llevó de vacaciones. Y cuando le dijo que su exnovio era Fabio.
¡Fabio!
El guapo le dijo que no quería estar con ella porque no podía creer que había estado con Fabio y no podía estar con una mujer que había estado con un muchacho tan feo y que...
¡Muchacho!
¡Feo!
Yeah, it was great. Estuvo bien bueno.
All right, Jamie, you going to translate?
All right, what happened was apparently that chick, she picked the hot guy instead of an average Joe guy, and we have the touching and sad clip of the average Joe.
That's my heart, dude.
That is my heart, dude. And, don't make me do this, Danny. Don't make me do this, Danny.
Oh, way to go, Dan.
That's my heart, dude.
That, my friends, is the waiter from Houston's in Orange County.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he's the vet from.
He's the vet.
Pet vets in
the waiter she picked. The waiter's the guy. The kid looked like Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, this is the vet from Vet Tech.
My heart, dude.
Yeah, Vet Techs.
That's my heart,
dude. That's my heart, dude. That's my heart, dude.
Why do you have to
That's
call
my
out
heart,
the dude?
That's my heart, dude.
It's stuck.
Please make it stop.
Anyway, all right. So what happened was, so she picks the hot guy instead of the average Joe, which when we come back, we have the clip from the heart dude part. And so she goes on a date and she's like, oh my gosh, I have something I have to confess. And he said, what? And like the woman said, you think she's going to say, I'm really a man.
Right.
But she goes, my ex-boyfriend is Fabio.
Why is that a confession?
Because that's embarrassing.
Do you know what's embarrassing? Did you read the tabloid articles about she was a sex slave to Fabio?
Oh, God, it even gets worse. Well, I know this is that I don't, you know how I have weird rules?
Yes, you do.
Man, you find out your chick has dated Fabio and been in love with him and written like love letter. I can't believe that is not your vagina. You know, I mean, you just.
I think it's I can't believe it's not butter.
Whatever.
I always get those two confused.
Like butter, baby.
You know, it's just, I agree with him and he left her.
Because her ex-boyfriend's Fabio?
That's
hey,
stupid.
we've had those.
That's stupid.
No, we've had those rules.
Guys, see, that's a girl thing. I don't think guys care so much.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I care.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have. I'd have cared while dating her. I wouldn't have broken up with her because her boyfriend used to be Fabio.
We've had these rules. Like, for example, guys that find out their girlfriends have doll collections and their dolls all over the bed when they go and finally go back to her house, they break up with them.
No, see, I'd just be afraid I couldn't keep up with Fabio, that she'd have the big memory of the big muscle-bound Italian stud.
Oh, he's nasty.
See, I think he's Fabio.
God, I think he's so disgusting, like 1981.
He is. Oh, he is that.
I won't even give him like late 80s. I'm giving him 80.
98.7.
Now, I didn't actually see Average Joe last night, but everybody that saw it's very upset.
Very over the Fabio thing.
I know. So this chickaroo, she actually picked the hot guy and walked away from Average Joe. There are 3 situations that I see in this.
All right.
Number 1 is this guy, the average guy.
Yeah.
He like confessed his love to her and said, I'm 31 years old and I absolutely love you and I've never told anybody I love them. He's 31.
He's also lying.
He might not be.
He might not be.
I'm Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many girls I've told I've never said I love you before. That I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah, but these are full-blown, blown like dorky
geeks.
Guys. Yeah.
They'd even have more reason to say it, though, don't you think?
No, because I think that they probably... I have a friend who's actually not a geek, but I have a friend who is 30 years old and has never had a boyfriend, ever.
Is she a heinous blow pig?
Nope. She just has never had a boyfriend.
How is that? And does she want one?
Yes. Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sad for you. And she's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And she's in therapy and crap.
It seems like the old expression, there's someone for everyone.
Everyone. That's what I said. I'm like, are you even trying? She's like, yeah. I'm like, what about people at work? And she's like, nobody's asked me out. And I don't know. She said, I don't know what's going on with me if I...
She's putting something out there.
I don't know. It's really sad. 30 years old and never had a boyfriend ever.
Has she done the deed?
Nope.
Yikes.
I know, isn't that sad?
Jack, you're making a gross face. What's up with you?
There's some more to that story.
There's more to that story, right?
No, that's it.
She's not an average normal chick and never had a boyfriend at 30 years old.
She is an average-looking woman.
Right. But there's some issue there with men or something.
And wants to be with men and never had sex even though she wants to.
She said
there's something more to the story.
They're all, well, I mean, I know her, and the deal is they all want to be her buddy. She's like one of those girls, like the buddy. Hey, we should, hang out. A buddy girl.
Yeah, well, all my life I've slept with my buddy girls. It seems like she should have done the deed if she wants to.
Hey, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
So I believe this guy at 31 has never told a woman that he loved him. He said, I love you and all this crap, and she walked away and went with the good-looking guy.
Little scrawny dude.
And then she had this big secret to tell the hot guy. And Jack, do you want to play that thing?
That is who I used to date, and it shouldn't be a big deal, but I'd rather have you hear it from me than from somebody else. But my ex-boyfriend was Fabio. I told him who I was with, and he took it pretty hard.
What? I got to talk to Stuart.
Are they in a hurricane?
I don't know how you react to something like this. Any guy in the United States of America can feel with me on this one.
No, we can't.
All right, wait. Is Stuart the creator guy of this show? Is it Stuart, our friend Stuart?
Is that Average Joe?
Yeah, I think it is.
We got to talk to him. Did they just...
We do, because, to get that kind of reaction, I told him, and he took it pretty hard, is when I was young, I got really mad, and I killed a guy. That's the story for that kind of reaction.
Yeah. When you find out something weird like that.
I have a terminal disease.
Right. I was molested by great Uncle Albert. It's kind of even freaky,
See, it's kind of freaky, but even that would not deserve this kind of reaction.
You still feel odd.
Yeah.
Fabio is my boyfriend. Any guy in the United States of America, is that what he said?
Yeah. Can feel with me on this one.
If you're any guy that feels with him, could you explain yourselves? I understand. Believe me, I'm the pickiest bitch in the world, and I am the girl that has all these rules for different guys I can't date.
Right.
And if I find out this, that, or the other thing. So I get that, but the reaction is such drama.
This is, and I hate to make fun of myself, but this is totally my baby could have been on board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez.
This is like overreacting to just have something to wrap up the show with.
Yeah, I would have been better if she said, see this leg, it's not real, or, are
right.
you okay with that?
Right.
Anything.
I have an STD.
Yeah.
You'll have to work through that.
Yeah, I would dump. Now, I told you that guy. I wouldn't date that guy.
Which guy?
And with the STD, I'd be like, Stench, I just read this, and then we'll get back to your average Joe, but it reminded me of you, and it all ties together.
All right.
Hot-headed men who explode with anger seem to be at a greater risk of having a stroke or dying.
Well, didn't we always know that?
No, this is new research.
Crazy hot-headed guys always are the guys that have grabbers.
It's some kind of new thing.
Danny's gonna die.
Because angry women, on the other hand, don't have a risk of that.
Why?
What do you guys have?
It doesn't say. It just says the study showed that men who express their anger have a 10% greater risk than non-hostile men of developing an arterial fibrillation, a heart flutter, than 2 million Americans have. That 2 million Americans have.
So you got to calm down, Stench.
Yeah, you're going to die,
You're
dude.
going to die.
Where's my heart, dude? Oh, he's dead. Oh.
I don't have anger issues. I've mellowed.
Since when?
Now that I'm older.
Then a minute ago?
Then a while ago.
You're very upset about Average Joe just this morning.
Well, that sucks. You picked a hot guy again.
Jack,
Is this what you were looking for?
I need my little thing.
You destroyed it.
It
was like confetti last time I saw it.
Anyway, you're going to die. Ha ha. Am I...
You're going to go to jail. That's what happens to women with anger issues.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you. You want to talk about people that have mellowed right here. And then I was telling my boss, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It just doesn't beep like it used to.
Oh, you're killing me.
There.
Much better.
I was telling our boss, I said, because we got a new boss.
Right.
And so the old boss and the new boss were there. And I said, well, I've changed a lot since the last time you saw me, which was a couple of years ago. I said, I've totally mellowed a lot. And the old boss said, you better not have.
Wow.
That's funny. I was like, that's not right.
That's not right.
No, there's no support or love there.
We don't need any prodding from this guy.
He said, and I quote, you better not have.
Oh, jeez.
He's going to incite you.
Jeez. I'll tell you what, once you have your hands in handcuffs and the Beverly Hills cops are going, Jamie, is this you? I thought all that crap you made up on the show was fake. And you're sitting there going, nope. Here I am. Doesn't Fancy Pants have a nice house, though? Oh, my God.
Took me a couple of times in handcuffs to actually get it.
I got
You're
it
smart if you got it the first time.
Yeah, that's all it takes, really.
Good for you.
I'm a little tight, too. Although that one guy was hot. Anyway, all right, so you're going to die because you're upset about Average Joe. The chick tells the girl the chick tells the guy that she dated Fabio. He can't deal with it so much. So we're talking about that. We're also talking about people in their 30s have never had a boyfriend or never said the words I love you. The average guy actually said, I've never said the words I love you. Right. I have a girlfriend who's 30 years old and has never had a boyfriend. And she is, never. Not even like a sweetheart.
Not even in junior high or high school?
No.
Yeah, I got to stay with there's more to this story.
Cat lady.
What does that mean?
She's like a cat lady.
Yeah, she's got 4 cats.
She has 1 cat.
See?
Excuse me, I have 1 cat and I have nothing.
Yeah, and you're insane the absolute other direction.
No, because I'm a bad slut, remember? I can't even be a slut. Here's Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
You guys. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, I've been watching that dumb show, and I'll tell you what, he was just on there for his 15 minutes of fame. He even said he wanted to be on there to be an actor when she asked him what he wanted out of this. I think he was just looking for a way out.
But who picks my old boyfriend's Fabio as the way out?
It was his excuse to say,
Where's
hey,
Stuart?
get out of here. I'm out of here.
That's
all it was.
To go through his lady.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know what
I'm not buying it.
I have problems.
I would ridicule her. I think it'd be a really funny thing to make fun of her for.
Yeah.
Because I really like making fun of my wife sometimes. You know what I mean? You pick one thing and you kind of rub their nose in it a little bit.
Yeah, I
It'd be really funny to bother her that her old boyfriend was Fabio.
Nah, but he totally was just looking for a way out. He never showed any emotion. She even said that. It was like, I hope I can bring him out of his shell. I hope I can.
Yeah, but you always, like Danny said, though. Like Danny said, you always make fun of the exes. For example, the ex-wife, you're nothing but the disc jockey. I'd walk around the house, you are nothing but the disc jockey.
He's my fault.
He's my fault. You make fun of the exes, I think.
No, I think he spent 3 days with her, all day, 24 hours a day for 3 days out there, and then just said, I got to get rid of this problem. Was looking for the easiest way out.
I didn't hear the end of it, though, really, unless that is the end of it. She says he took it really hard, and he says anybody could relate. But that's all I got.
Then I guess he left.
Right.
Just walked out after that?
Yeah, it was the end.
Makes no sense to me. But it makes more sense than the 30 and never had a boyfriend.
All right, here is Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi. I know a guy that is 32 years old. He is not bad looking at all. Has a decent job and everything. He is just extremely shy, has never had a girlfriend, never done the deed. And we can't figure out why.
He's crazy.
Nice guy. He's what?
He's crazy. 32 years old, reasonable looking, nice guy, never had a girlfriend, never done the deed. He's obviously insane.
He's just extremely shy.
The shy factor is obviously the thing.
Yeah, but you get to a certain point in the shy factor, and it is crazy.
You know those people that are like, they are just painfully shy.
Yeah, he's had girls hit on him and tell him straight out, hey, I really want you, and he just clams up. He doesn't know what to say.
Oh, that's sad. We can change him. Bring him to our little show.
Yeah.
Hook him up with the girl who's never had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why don't you hook him up with a shy girl and they'll just sit there?
Okay. Let's hook him up. I think we should. Because
give your shy virgin to our homie virgin.
Yeah. Hello?
Or don't, yeah. It's not like we're asking for human sacrifice, lady.
Oh, my God. Here is Tasha. Hi, Tasha.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
We are good. How are you?
Fine, I have you beat, Jamie. I have a friend that's a 42-year-old virgin.
You're kidding. Now, but she's had a boyfriend.
No, she's never had a boyfriend. She's never had a date. I don't even think she's ever looked at a guy. She still lives with her mom. Like, she's like the perfect child, but if I was her mom, I'd be like, get out.
She still lives with her mom?
She still lives with her parents.
And how old is she?
42.
Oh, that's not.
You see, there's something up with all these stories.
She's not right. Is she retarded?
I ask all the time. I'm always like, well, you never had a date? I think it's kind of weird. I'm 21. I held out till I was 18, and I thought I was really doing something.
Well, yeah, I always think it's weird that when I meet men and women, over 35 that have never been married.
Yeah.
But about the average Joe show, I always thought Fabio was gay.
No!
I don't want anybody to brag about that being their boyfriend.
So you see his point?
Yeah, I want to.
I guess what it is, you know what bugs me, Tasha, is that she had to disclose this.
Yeah.
It was like she was starstruck. Maybe, I mean, why would you disclose that?
Oh, well, you disclose that because the producer's telling you to.
Right, but I mean, it's, if it wasn't that show, I mean, why do you let somebody know that?
To brag. See, I love Fabio. I think Fabio's hysterical.
Oh, God.
If Fabio were my boyfriend, I'd tell.
Because I would have looked at it like, what kind of sick, twisted freak dates Fabio?
Yeah.
He's gay. She probably had like a strap on or something for him. I'd have left her too.
Well, that took an interesting little turn there.
The guy's just a romantic book cover guy. How'd we get to that spot?
I'm sure he has that available.
At JamieWhite.com.
No. I mean, his own. I mean, I'm sure he's equipped to. I don't know why he would need any kind of
I didn't think about that.
accessories, really.
Well, wouldn't it be for her?
But he has the equipment.
I think she was insinuating he receives it.
Yeah.
Well, now that's even a different angle, isn't it,
How'd
Mike?
you miss that? Who are you and what have you done with Jamie White?
I'm different. You better not be. This is the meanest day ever in this studio.
Oh, God, no.
Uh-huh. With the pips?
Not by a bazillion is this the meanest day in the studio. They're just averagely mean. And I don't even know what Jack's doing. I had my headphones on when you flipped him off.
I hate him.
Why?
And I mean it.
Why?
Blank weed.
Wow, no Dan weed.
Chicken face!
Chicken face! So what did Chicken Face do?
Well, here is what happened. I was, you know what?
Wow.
Sorry.
Jamie picks bizarre ways to decide she's going to change her life. And her new thing is, I'm getting healthy. I'm simplifying my life. I'm getting rid of T-shirts.
Right.
And so I pointed it out, and that made her mad.
But it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to push that, but that microphone's too close to this microphone, and it had a crazy hum when he turned it on. I was trying to push it towards
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear it.
I was in my head. I'm going crazy.
Is that when you're
I'm like, get that microphone away from me!
Is that the same time you were outgrowing your clothes during a conversation?
I end conversations in the middle of them and go on to the next. I don't have a lot of time.
Well, I don't have, because your time is valuable too.
My time is valuable like
Danny's
Dan's.
time is
My
very
time's valuable.
I was just sharing with Jack something that I was going through the last few days. Here's what's happened.
Okay.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Right.
No.
So,
you don't? You had 3 last time we talked.
Who's me now?
You don't have a boyfriend.
Wow.
Did you see the pose down?
I know.
And the pointing?
You might want to keep your hands at 10 and 2 o'clock to drive that bus.
Wow, Jack, who's me now? Just that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so I don't have a boyfriend. And what I do is I do a ritual of when I break up with boys, I go to Home Depot and buy lots of flowers.
Right.
So I told you guys the other day I made my path, and my flowers are beautiful. I love my path.
You buy flowers every time you break up with a guy? What, do you live in the rainforest now?
You should see it.
I'll bet.
It looks awesome, so it looks amazing. And so
Jamie's front yard produces 10% of the world's oxygen.
It really does. It's a jungle out there. And I created it.
All right, so.
So I was sharing with the pips, the chicken faces, the clicker heads, I was sharing with them how I'm okay, with not having a boyfriend, and that I'm like in a good place. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty solid, and that I'm like trying to simplify my life. So I shared with Jack that last night I was going through my wardrobe and I have way too many junk clothes. I just have a lot of knock-around clothes and not a lot of nice stuff. And so I was getting rid of all my T-shirts. And now Jack, every time I say something about improving my life or anything, he becomes a smart ass and goes, well, why don't you get rid of another T-shirt?
That'd do it, I think.
Oh, my God. Like mocking me, and I was sharing.
I know you keep saying sharing like it makes you more easily.
Because as a friend, I was sharing a situation with him. I was sharing.
You guys aren't all that nice on me every 5 minutes when I try and change my life.
I know, but then he just all of a sudden back at my face every 5 minutes. Get rid of a T-shirt. Get rid of a T-shirt.
In Jamie's defense, the T-shirt thing only take a day, not 2 years, like Danny's. So
you got a point there.
And then if that's not bad enough, so I'm walking through and I'm like, oh, everything's cool. I feel good. Everything's fine. I'm okay that Builder Bob and I broke up, and I really did love him and all that crap. And and so we're done and it's fine. And then all of a sudden, Stench goes, dude, did you see Average Joe? Because the totally hot guy looks just like Builder Bob.
Yeah, he did say that. I heard that.
And he's like a contractor.
But
build stuff.
Have y'all ever been over somebody and then out of nowhere, some guy goes, yeah, the hot guy looks like Builder Bob. And you're like, oh, don't say that.
Oh, you were over Builder Bob.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm fine with the breakup. I'm absolutely fine. And then nine.
Did you see the girl on Average Joe? She totally had straight teeth.
Wow, you're just mean.
Yeah, but I bet she didn't have a better T-shirt collection than me.
She had an artificial hip.
Call Jamie and Danny now. 1-8.7.
It's like a tag inside your mouth. You can't let it go. Anyway, we're having discussions off the air, having issues. It's fine.
You seem to be having issues with the Pips today.
Oh, I am.
Jeez.
She has anger issues. She's going to have a heart attack.
No, that's men.
I'm not even angry.
What are you?
Mad at Jack.
Two things that we're discussing this morning.
Yeah.
First of all, people that have never had a boyfriend, never said the words I love you, and they're in their 30s. Number two, have you ever been like, okay, that a relationship broke up, you're over it, everything's cool, and then somebody just puts it right in your face and just
like stench.
Grinds it in like dog poo into your shoe?
Jack.
What is going on with you two? I thought you guys loved each other.
We do.
This is a family feud.
It's a spat. I see.
It's great. Anyway, okay, shall we go on?
Sure.
Should I just push the random button or choose?
I would go random.
Random!
Oh my God. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. You have no idea. Oh, I'm getting ready to blow. Go ahead, Kim.
I just wanted to comment about the Average Joe.
Okay.
I never watched the show. I just saw the commercials.
Uh-huh.
But my theory is the guy walked because the whole time he kept saying how he wanted to be an actor, and he was showing off his acting ability, just like Jack on Will and Grace. He just wanted to show everybody his acting ability, so hopefully he can be discovered.
I'm going to go with there's a character named Jack on Will and Grace.
Right, who wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, it's not Will or Grace.
No, but I thought it was Jack on Will and Grace. I thought, hey, you're moonlighting.
Oh, yeah.
But I love the statement. I've never seen the show. I've seen the commercials. That's just great.
Well, you can get a lot from those commercials. For example, I'm very excited about those Reese chips.
What Reese chips?
Oh, I'm not sure, but from the commercial, it looks like what they've done is they've smashed a Reese cup into the form of a Pringles potato chip.
That's exactly what they've
done.
They have pressed candy bars.
Right, they're like chips, but they're not any potato. It's all candy.
Yeah, it's all candy bar pressed into the flat.
Oh, like a Pringle?
Yeah.
I've had them.
You have?
Yeah.
When?
I got them at Blockbuster.
When?
Last time I rented a movie.
You should have told us.
I didn't know you were talking about those.
I am right now. They're new.
Because you said pretzel, didn't you?
No. Pretzel, Pringle.
Oh, Pringle. Okay, I thought you said pretzel. I was thinking that sounds yummy. My ears are clogged. Don't be mean to me.
Here is John. Hi, John.
Snaggle, fraggle.
Hi.
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 I just wanted to call and make one comment about the Average Joe show.
Yeah.
Average Joe show. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. Hey, the name of the show is Average Joe, but they picked a chick that already has a tendency to go with the nice-looking guy, Fabio. So aren't they setting up the other guys for a fall?
Huh, that's deep, John.
Isn't the whole premise of the show to be setting up these guys for a fall?
No, the first one
you
has
have to
just
calm down.
average guys. This is that a choice of a good-looking guy or not.
Average guy hope.
All right, let me ask you a question then. How many guys does she get to pick?
One.
How many guys are on the show?
It starts like however 15 or whatever.
All right, so
then
let's
they
say
add 8
15.
later.
Then now we're at 23 because I went to math college.
Right.
22 of them do not get picked. The whole premise is to set them up for a fall.
But,
It's not called Screw with Average Joe.
Originally, it was just supposed to be Average Men. And
Right.
then Stewart, in his brilliance, decided, hey, I'm gay. I'll throw in some hot gay guys.
With a boat.
Yeah.
I love that.
So,
Right, and she's got a choice. I mean, she's going to go with the hot guy. She's been with Fabio.
well, and here's the theory, John, that the big loud doofus over here said. Oh, that'd be you.
Apparently.
Jack's right there.
The Stenchmeister said, well, that means, or this show shows that women are just as shallow as men are because the woman picked the hot guy over the average guys.
I think we've established that on this show before. That women are as shallow as men.
Well, I disagree.
All right.
And I'll tell you why.
Please do.
A story by Jamie White. Here's the difference. You see, men will pick a woman solely based on looks.
All right.
Solely based on looks. Not knowing anything else about her but her looks and her body. A woman, as what happened on Average Joe, will look at these guys, look at their character, but then the hot guys come around, right?
Right.
So she picks this hot guy based on his looks.
Right.
Right now, making the equal, it seems equal.
Equally shallow.
Exactly. However, if one of those average guys had been a little tweakier, better looking, but maybe a little heavier, and a great character and smart and all that stuff, and maybe even a little rich, that she would have picked him.
No, remember season 1, she passed
Yeah,
the rich guy.
the rich guy and took the waiter.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're in trouble on this one, I think. You're on the ropes.
No, because it's what we were talking about in the airport. A guy will pick a woman with a hot body, right? Remember, over all the other women in the world. If she has a hot body, it doesn't matter if she's stupid.
Oh, yeah, I prefer stupid.
Right. Whereas if I see a guy that maybe could lose like 10 pounds, but he's brilliant and he's funny and he's witty and he's wise, I would pick him over the guy that's ripped.
I haven't seen you do that.
Yeah, I have.
I've never seen that. I've only seen you with tall, handsome, successful men.
No, nothing against any of them, but none of them have been like beefcakes.
You used to comment on Fancy Pants' body all the time.
Well, he did work on his body. That is absolutely true. Absolutely, without a doubt.
And he said the hot guy looked like Builder Bob.
But you know what, though? I mean, to me, because remember when I told Builder Bob about...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not true.
Yeah, but he's still a really handsome guy.
Oh, he's a great-looking
young,
guy.
good-looking, successful.
Absolutely. But I've also dated Steve, who was about, and I lived with him, was about 30 pounds overweight.
When was this, though?
Up until I was like 23.
So you've become shallow.
No, because then the next guy, if you remember, part of my deal with my ex-husband was he didn't even know how to lift weights, and it pissed me off.
Part of your deal with your ex-husband was you didn't have time for him till he gave you a card that said doctor.
Yes, that's true, but I didn't base it on his looks, where you don't care if the woman has a doctor card. You just care about her body, how her body looks. You remember you told Linda that?
I would absolutely pick a girl with a hot body and an ugly face over a girl with a gorgeous face and a hideous body.
And I would pick a guy with a average body and a good-looking head over this is where I think men and women are different. Whereas I would not pick a ripped guy with an ugly head.
No, because you won't even pick rock stars that don't have a 401k.
Yeah.
No, I think we've reached different areas of shallow.
But it's all basically shallow. Yeah, that's probably true. Although I'm not gonna say it on the air.
If there was an average Joe the other way around, at least the girl tries to fake it. She keeps the average guy around and a hot guy, then always picks the hot guy to prove that she's ultimately as shallow as we are. The guy would have booted all the average chicks the second the hot ones came in, and it would have been eight hot chicks.
I agree with you. That's true. If there wasn't a television audience, I don't think any of this stuff can be trusted with a television audience. You know what I mean?
But I mean, he's right though. Just because
in real life,
women worry more about feelings and people and nurturing and all that crap than men. Men are like, show me the hot Tropicana girls.
Right. And I think they get what happens is you don't get any real reality from the reality television show. Now, say you're on a real island, you and 16 girls go down in an airplane, and there's 8 hot girls and 8 ugly girls. The 8 ugly girls become the slaves of me and the 8 hot girls and feed us and build us shelter.
See, I'd like to do a show where the guy has to pick out of the average girls and hot girls, like this show. But then you find out there's some kind of weird, horrible affliction with each one of the hot girls.
Like they dated Fabio.
No. Like something really, like one has a speech impediment.
See,
one has brain damage.
I tried that one time and they said it was too mean, but now how mean television is getting.
Yeah, I know. And then that way, then you're like, well, maybe I should have picked one of the average people. You know, I don't know.
I tried to sell a show called Who's Got Herpes, and they didn't think I was that funny. I thought I was.
Wow.
It was only like one of them had that, but the other one had been in prison for manslaughter.
Who's got herpes?
Yeah. Because one of them had the STD. One of them had been in jail for manslaughter. One of them was...
Well, they did that show in England where they had all these hot women, and some of them were men.
Yeah.
They had to decide which ones were men, which one...
I know they've got that one coming up where 6 of them are gay and 6 of them are straight.
Yeah, didn't they do that last year and didn't really work out or something?
I don't know if they did it. I think we heard about it. And now we've got Eden Forever Eden.
That's horrible.
Is it horrible?
I watched that last night.
But what if you found out? Like, what if you picked somebody and then you found out like they have a weave or a toupee or you found out that they used to... I always go back to this, but you found out they weighed 800 pounds.
Were they cool now?
Yeah. Now
all that excess skin sucked up?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it'd still be weird.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
It's weird when you find out.